This is Area Basketball from KMCH Sports. Area Basketball is brought to you by the KMCH Sports Boosters and tonight's extra game sponsors. Now, let's go courtside. Here's Sports Director John Swisher and company.
And thank you very much and welcome in high atop Maquoketa High School Gymnasium here in Jackson County. John Swisher along with Brett McNamara and Scott Nimmer is here tonight as the Anamosa Blue Raiders are in their first Class 2A district final for the first time since 1992. Their third in the past 5 seasons as the number 5 Anamosa team takes on number 3 in Class 2A Northeast here tonight. The Blue Raiders at 18-5 as Anamosa comes in with Northeast, I should say, comes in with a record of 20-2. Should be a heck of a matchup here tonight. Brett, both of these teams have some gaudy numbers, have some great players, as for Anamosa, 3 in double digits leading the way. For Northeast, they're more balanced. Only one, Will Haskin, leads the way with 13.9. But this is a matchup with a lot of numbers out there. The size advantage, again, goes to Northeast, but Anamosa's played against that all year long.
Right, and both teams like to push the ball. And like you said, Northeast does have the size advantage. Anamosa needs to be able to, like they did last Thursday night against Comanche, they need to be able to do the dribble drive, kick out, get some good looks from behind the arc. That'll open things up down low. But a game of this magnitude, if you're Coach Barnes for Anamosa, you don't need to tell your kids how big it is. You're 2 away of your ultimate goal, and that's getting to Des Moines.
Yes, indeed. Be the first time ever in program history for the Anamosa Blue Raiders. Kevin Barnes, 23rd season overall, is 18th at Anamosa from 95 to 08, then came back in 2011 until now. He's got a 189 and 197 record all-time at Anamosa. The 1984 graduate of Springville High School, as Coach Barnes played college baseball at Nyack and Mount Mercy. His Blue Raiders have won 9 in a row, 14 of their last 15 since the new year of 2016. Only one loss since Tyler Zumbaugh, the athletic senior, has come back from that injury which he missed 6 games from as midway through this season. For Northeast, Travis Eversmeyer, the 7th season head coach for Northeast. He's got a 118-47 record. He's also the head softball coach at Northeast in Goose Lake. His first year at basketball was 2009. He's a 2005 graduate of Wapello High School. He went to Ashford and played basketball in Clinton, as this is the 5th district final since 2010 for Northeast. They missed 2012 and 2013, but they've been here in 2010, 2011, 14, 15, and 16. They've had 7 state appearances in the history of Northeast basketball. They have a 1-8 record at the state tournament, as 2006 was their best finish, 4th place. Their last time at state was 2007. As we get ready for this one, here tonight is able to catch up with the fine head coach of the Anamosa Blue Raiders, Kevin Barnes, in the pregame show, and that comes your way. Next, this is Blue Raider postseason basketball from KMCH Sports. And a welcome back in. Anamosa boys basketball here tonight. District final action as they take on Northeast, number 5 against number 3 down in Maquoketa tonight. Joined now by the fine head coach of the Blue Raiders, Kevin Barnes. As Barnesy, you got past that Comanche team by 14 last Thursday night. A lot of good positives. You got yourself some separation late in that ball game. What were you most pleased about last week to get that win and propel you into the district final?
I was really pleased with the second half, Swish. I thought we guarded much better. I thought we made some good adjustments at halftime. The kids did, and we moved the ball. We did that all game and scored some points. But I really thought we defended well the second half.
And being patient, knowing things aren't always going to go your way, having to adjust a little bit, up by 2 at halftime, and then battling, and then getting that separation, that comfort down the end. It wasn't easy at times. Colin Schulte led the way with 30 points. Tyler Zumbaugh was plagued with some foul trouble, and he struggled offensively, but a lot of other kids stepped up. We talked about all those kids coming together and stepping up, and that's what this team does.
Yeah, and they do, and they fill voids for each other, and they've done that all season long, and it's what makes them special. They just sense what we need, and they go out and get it, and the whole time they're playing hard, they're playing together, and we have great team chemistry, and that for sure is our greatest strength.
And it doesn't get any easier tonight, of course. The Rebels of Northeast, another night, and another River Valley Conference team here tonight out of the North Division, as Northeast comes in with only 2 losses. And when you look at this team, Coach Eversmeyer and company, well coached and good balance on their team, and height. They'll have the height advantage again, which you're kind of used to this year. You've been undersized a good majority of the year.
Yeah, and you know, I have tremendous respect for what Coach does with his kids and the way they play, and you know, we've watched a tape or two and watched them live a couple times, and they're good, and they're well coached, and they're disciplined, and I'm impressed. We're going to have to play extremely well tonight.
What exactly are you going to have to do well tonight? What are your keys?
Well, our key is to keep them off the boards and then just kind of do what we do. You know, pressure the ball and move the ball offensively, take good shots, but again, we have to rebound. It all starts with rebounding for us, no matter who we're playing, but especially tonight.
In this group, keeping them grounded, keeping them in check with 18 wins, the most since '92. Now, hasn't been much of a problem, I know, for you, and a lot of support, a lot of community excitement whenever you get a team this far, and it's always fun. And for these kids, you just can't take it for granted, because there's been a lot of teams through here, and you've coached a lot of teams that haven't gotten this far. So you want to enjoy the experience, but you want to take care of business and make it even better as well.
Absolutely, and our goal tonight is to play our best game of the year so far, Swish, and this group of kids, that's what they focus on. They're just such an, I know I'm repeating myself, but they're such a great group of kids to coach for that reason. They focus on what needs to be focused on, and we get better, and they play hard.
All right, best of luck. We'll talk to you later on.
Thanks, Swish.
Thanks for your time, as always. Kevin Barnes, head coach of the Blue Raiders. We'll take a break. We're back after this from KMCH Sports.
And welcome back into Maquoketa as a biggest crowd I've seen for a game here in quite some time. I believe I was here for a sub-state game back in the first year of this building, as it opened in 2008, the 8th season. Sage Rosenfeld's had a lot to do with this new addition. He spent 12 years in the NFL, 1996 grad of Maquoketa, four-sport athlete here, 2001 graduate of Iowa State. You're ready here, the Raiders and the Rebels. Zumba, Sayer, Hunt, Schulte, Shapansky for Anamosa, Haskin, Dell, Parson, Eppen, and Murphy. Anamosa controls the tip, going right to left.
Northeast comes out straight up man-to-man defensively.
Up top is Sayer. Sayer, the 5'9", 6-foot senior, and a travel on the far side. A turnover there. We go the other way.
Oh, just a little bit of nerves. A good side pass. Tyler just lost it out of bounds.
You're going to have a little of that. Get them out of the way early here. A little pressure. Man on man for the Blue Raiders. And there's a turnover for Northeast. Northeast just thrown over the head of his teammate, Kyle Dell, the 5'9" junior. So one turnover apiece here. 7:43 to go in this first quarter. Schulte will bring it up at 30 points in that win over Comanche in the semifinal on Thursday night in Goose Lake. As the Blue Raiders won 71-57. Northeast went over Tipton on that same night, the second game of the doubleheader, 52-45. Schulte from Andrew got it to go. Colin Schulte, downtown city, as he hits the first basket of the game. Now we have whistles. No shot, as it looked like the ball was stolen away. What do we have here?
Foul on Gabe Wolf, a reach-in foul on the side.
So the Blue Raiders came up with the ball on a turnover there after a Schulte three. They threw it in bounds and almost came away with it, and Gabe Wolf commits a foul.
It's going to take both teams a couple possessions to get settled in, but you saw right there that last possession, a great three-pointer by Colin.
Check who that foul was on there. 24 for Northeast, Kyle Dell. He's on Northeast, right? Okay. There we go. There's the ball. Missed shot. Northeast comes up with it now. Reach-in foul by Zumba up top. And Tyler's going to have to adjust here. And Coach Barnes telling him, you got to stay smart here. And Zumba, these are the same officials of the North. They honestly at home last Monday night, but they called it tight. They got Anamosa in foul trouble early. Blue Raiders know they're going to have to adjust here.
Right, you got to adjust. And, you know, last Thursday against Comanche, Tyler got in foul trouble early. You need to be careful with that, especially if Northeast team being a little taller.
You bet. Missed shot. Rebound is batted out. Blue Raiders have it. Shapansky right side. Back up top to Zumball. Anamosa leads 3-0 here. 6.5 to go. Quarter number one. As up top now Sayer. Running their offense, passing and cutting here. Being smart with the ball. Anamosa a good ball handling team, comes in 143 turnovers on the year. Northeast comes in with 222. Anamosa 190 steals. Northeast better in that category with 202. Zumba turns around, little jumper from 13 feet, got it to go. And Anamosa up early in this game, 5-0. Great start for the Blue Raiders.
Yeah, real good slow possession there, very methodical. Anamosa did a great job. Another turnover here, going to be Anamosa ball. Great play by Shapansky coming from behind, knocking the ball off the Northeast offensive play.
And Jim Bob was a player, and Larry was a player, and he was on that 54 team. It's interesting, got some interesting stories the last few days, and if the Raiders win tonight, it'll only accumulate to the stories we'll get heading into a sub-state game Saturday. A lot of business to take care of here tonight as Anamosa with a 5-0 early lead. 5:45 to go here in the first quarter. Up top is Zumbaugh. Left side is Schulte. Now the lob play. Schulte trying to get it. Zumbaugh trying to get it from Schulte. He does, but it's knocked away. Thrown back in as Zumbaugh was falling out of bounds. Northeast comes up with it.
Little set play out of the dead ball there. Anamosa went for the alley-oop to Tyler on the back door, but it was just a little high pass.
Here's a three from the right corner. No good. Off the mark. Zumbaugh shying for the rebounds. That was taken by Kyle Dell, the 5'9" junior, second leading scorer of the team with 9 points. Colin Schulte leads away for Anamosa. Schulte for a three. Air ball right there is Austin Hunt on the baseline. Gets the rebound. Gets it into Schulte. All the way in. Nice pass. Unselfish. Zumbaugh leads it short. He tips it up and in, though. Off the window. Zumbaugh has 4 points. Anamosa leads 7-0 out of the gate. And here, this ball's deflected away. Sayer almost got his hands on it. Northeast now with a player on the floor. Sayer's going to get called for the reach-in foul called there with a player on the floor as they're going for that jump ball. The official said and Sayer will get his first foul, team number 2.
Well, I think Coach Barnes took an exception to that call. Kyle went in on the left-handed drive, got bumped going in the lane, lost the ball, and then they called him with a loose ball foul.
A lot of updates we'll be sending your way tonight at halftime in Jessup. It's Northland trailing Albernet 26-20. Northland the favorite team there in that Class 1A district semifinal. Jessup hosts Edco later on. Monticello and Cascade a battle of 6 against 8 in Class 2A. Monticello 6, Cascade 8. Here it's number 3 Northeast and number 5 Anamosa. The Blue Raiders up 7-0 early. 4:50 and counting to go. Quarter number 1. Up top with it, talented guard Zach Parson, the 5'10" junior. Now a foul coming right wing. And that's going to be called on.
Kyle Sayer, that's his second.
Sayer picks up number 2, the third team foul here. And now Cole Jamison will come in, the 6'1" senior. First man off the bench usually, and it stays the same here tonight as Kyle will take a breather. As also in there, Cole Sander and Ryan Krappel, along with Zumbaugh and Schulte. 7-zip Anamosa. 4:40 and counting here in quarter number 1. Inside, left block. Jamison on Empen. And there is a traveling call. We're going the other way. A turnover for Northeast.
And the one constant so far in this postseason for Anamosa has been their defense. They're very active with their hand. Full court man-to-man has created a lot of trouble for their opponents this postseason.
Yes, indeed. Schulte dribbles right side, kicks it back out to Krappel. Gets it right on the Cardinal logo at midcourt. Zumbaugh hands it off. This Class 2A District 9 final here tonight from Maquoketa. Schulte having trouble dribbling there. It's knocked away. Krappel comes up with it. Zumbaugh now. 7-0 Anamosa. 4 minutes to go. Here's a drive and a hand check called no basket in the middle of the lane as they call it on the floor. And the Blue Raiders will have a baseline inbounds underneath as they call it on Northeast. Number 4, Ben Lang, a 6-foot junior sub. As Kyle Dell back in. Here's a shot up and no good by Zumbaugh in the middle of the lane off the inbounds play. 7-zip Blue Raiders. So they're half court. Now a pitch to Carson. He drives, now kicks out for an 18-footer. Got it to go. Kyle Dell, the 5'9" junior. And Northeast is on the board. 7-2, 3:45 and counting here in quarter number 1. Schulte up top with a drive. With 3 men on him, it's knocked away, but he gets it back. Gets it out to Jamison, right corner. Jamison drives out the window and good with 2 men right on him. Cole Jamison, the senior. Great baseline drive, gives his team a 7-point lead, but now the Raiders not getting back. Putting it up high off the window. Zumbaugh with a block attempt, and it frightened Axel Don Diego, the 6'2 junior, as he couldn't get that one to go. Here's a three. Got it to go. That time downtown DeWitt as Tyler Zumbaugh with the three. 7 points on the night for Zumbaugh, 7 of the 12. Anamosa leads 12-2. 3:18 to go first quarter. Timeout Northeast. We're back after this from KMCH Sports. Welcome back into Makokata. Northeast has the ball going left to right. Anamosa a 12-2 lead. Great start to this ball game against the number 3 team. In 2A, here's a spin around move, up and good. Sanders tried to draw the offensive foul, but could not get it. And Axel Don Diego, the 6'2 junior, gets his first bucket of the night. He comes in a 4.9 averager. It's 12-4 now. Jamison, left side. Blue Raiders off to a 7-0 start before Northeast hit the first bucket. Great move. Left block, off the window and good. Left hand, Tyler Zumbaugh coming out possessed here tonight. He's got 9 points. As I talked to Tyler over the weekend, definitely wanted to make up for that effort Thursday night. He did not feel he had it. He had to control himself, let the fouls get to him a little bit. Here's a drive. Shapansky going in, no good off the right side. Shapansky go to line for 2 as he's fouled by Northeast, 14-6. And what a start by Zumbaugh. Only 4 points in that game against Comanche on Thursday night as they call the foul on Will Haskin, his first. Team foul number 3 now.
You know, one of the luxuries that Coach Barnes has, you're already 5.5 minutes into this first quarter, and he's already played 8 men. So he has the luxury to go deep, looking sometimes 9, 10 guys deep.
Shapansky makes the first one, 15-6. As Jamison, Sanders stay on the floor. Schulte and Hunt in there with Shapansky. Gabe Finn at the bench ready to check in, and he will be able to. Shapansky knocks down the second one. Kyle, the leading free throw shooter on the team with 92% a game. As Cole Sander will come out, Gabe Finn is in. Finn, a 5'11 junior. And now here's a foul called in the backcourt on either Jamison or Finn there.
Yeah, they got Jamison with the reach in from behind.
Well, Jamison will pick up his first. Team number 4. 16-6. Anamosa, 10-point lead here with 2:23 to go in the first quarter. Anamosa comes in, 67.1 offensively, 11th ranked in 2A. As offensively for Northeast, 59 points. They're 41 ranked. As there's a shot inside, no good. The rebound put up. That is good off the window by Luke Impen, the big boy, 6'6 sophomore. His first bucket of the night. He comes in, the 4th leading scorer, 7.9 a game. Defensively for these teams, Anamosa 56.7, 46 rank in 2A, 42.4 for Northeast. Here's a shot, no good off the right side. It's deflected away. Finn, Jamison gets it back. Shapansky, Jamison bobbles it. Unselfish pass there, but maybe one pass too many. Shapansky, Jamison wasn't ready for it. Here's a drive right side, high off the window, no good, but a foul coming. Zach Parson will go to the line to shoot 2. First free throws coming for Northeast tonight. As Northeast, the number 4 ranked defense in Class 2A, 42.4 a game. Sometimes these numbers can mean not much when teams come out and play. Anamosa, a great start tonight as Parson, the first free throw, 3 points so far for him. Anamosa with a 7-point lead, 16-9, $1:38 to go here in quarter number 1.
Yeah, and that's like you said, when you get this far in tournament play, you can wipe the slate clean. Stats don't mean anything.
No good off the back of the rim. This is something to talk about sometimes. Oh, is Parson no good on second free throw? There's Parson, 3 points. Here's Schulte, another deep one, no good. Rims around, but what a rebound by Shapansky. Diving in there, that's going to be a foul. Great job, Shapansky going for 2. As the foul is going to be called on Will Haskin. That's his second. And Shapansky back on the line to shoot 2.
For Coach Eversmeyer for Northeast, you're not happy that the smallest guy on the floor gets the rebound.
Not at all. 3 white jerseys there. Shapansky beat him to it. Now Shapansky knocks down another free throw. He's 3 for 3. Talked about it coming in. 50 of 54 for 92%. Outstanding shooter. He's been in a gym a long time in his life after games with his father, Darrell, the sports editor of the Journal Eureka, as many nights in the gym waiting for his dad to get that story done, those comments from the coach. And Shapansky makes the fourth free throw. He's 4 for 4. It's an 18-9 lead here for Anamosa. Don Diego comes up with it. It's knocked away by Schulte. Don Diego got it back. Now Schulte gets it. Now here's a foul coming. A reach-in as Schulte was going up near half court. Reach-in call by Northeast as they call this one on Ryan Murphy. The 6'3 senior gets his first. And team foul number 5. Both teams have 5 fouls now with 1:16 to go here in the first frame. 18-9 in favor of Anamosa. Beckman and MFL Marmac in Manchester tonight. Another game we're keeping an eye on, as well as the Western Dubuque girls trying to get back to the state tournament. 3rd year in a row. They have not lost a game in 2 years, except for at the state tournament in the runner-up games the last 2 seasons. Here's Hunt inside off of Schulte's speed, going out of bounds. Northeast gets the rebound. Saving that one in bounds was Parson, and Northeast has it. Left to right. Zumba clamps down on Murphy. Now up top. Knocked away, but a pass to Parson it ends up. And the Rebels have it 40 seconds to go in the first. 18-9. The lead here for Anamosa. Here's a 17-foot jumper. Rattles around. Pops out in the hands of Austin Hunt. And the Blue Raiders have it. Going right to left. Schulte. 30 seconds to play here in this first quarter. It's 18-9 in favor of the Blue Raiders. Shapansky, Hunt, Zumba, Schulte, Sayer, the original starting 5 out there with 15 seconds to go. The Anamosa crowd giving applause as they know what their team's going to do. They've seen this plenty of times. Going to hold for one last shot here. 24th game of the year for Anamosa, 23rd for Northeast. As there's a good pass inside, Hunt up and in, a little jump hook, and the Blue Raiders off to a great start into the first quarter. Anamosa 20 and Northeast 9. This is Blue Raider postseason basketball from KMCH Sports. And a welcome back in at 3 here. Spins around, pops out. The big fella inside off the window, Luke Impin. 2-pointer there. Northeast got the ball to start this second quarter. Anamosa 20-9 lead. Now it's 22-11. Sayer all the way in. Off the window and good. Kyle Sayer's little dip-de-doo underhand shot there off the glass. And good. Sayer, the senior, gets his first bucket of the ball game here in the second quarter. Another missed shot. A rebound by Hunt. Anamosa comes back the other way. And now inside, Schulte put it up amongst traffic from Impin. No good. All the way in. Off the window and good by Zach Parson. And it's 22-13 now. This up and down track meet style here. Not sure if it favors either team. They both can play it. They both like to play it. Zumba out top. Hands it off to Shapansky. We talked about Northeast does have more turnovers on the year. Nice shot in the lane there. 6 feet out off the right side. Shapansky gets his first field goal of the night. He's got 6 points.
Well, both teams want to run, and what Anamosa is doing on the dead ball or on the made shot is they're pressing Northeast, and it's creating turnovers and at least making them slow down offensively.
And now, ball out top, right side, Northeast. 24-13, Anamosa, the 11-point advantage here with 6.5 to go in quarter number 2. A 7-0 start to this game for Anamosa. Now it's going to be a foul as it was inside. A 3 was attempted by Kyle Dell. It was missed, but a pushing foul inside called on Colin Schulte, his first, team number 6. It'll be baseline inbounds underneath for Northeast.
Anamosa with the 11-point lead here early in the second quarter. For Coach Barnes, you can't wish for a better start than what they had there in that first quarter.
Trying to get in bounds, Northeast does. Driving in is Katzali. Don Diego, it's knocked away. Northeast coming up with it. Now here's a foul coming on Anamosa. It's going to be Schulte. 2 quick fouls on Colin Schulte in the matter of the last 15 seconds, and that's the 17th foul. Going to be 1-1. 1 and the bonus. Coming here as on the line for Northeast is Will Haskin. Haskin, the leading scorer, coming in 13.9 a game. He's a 70% free throw shooter. His chance for his first points here right now.
You see Coach Barnes just kind of look at Colin Schulte and tell him to be smart with 2 fouls here early on in the second quarter. You don't want that third before half.
And Haskin puts up the first one and good. 10-point lead now, 24-14. An update from Muscatine tonight. Wilton with the early lead over Regina. 2 unranked teams there, 12-10. Wilton over Regina. The winner of that one plays the winner of this one Saturday night, and a site to be determined. Second one is up and good. It's 24-15. Here's a long two. As Shapansky got it to go. Kyle with his second field goal of the night. He's got 8 points now.
Kyle had the wide open look for three, passed up with the pump fake, took a nice one dribble and jumper.
Right side, Don Diego up, blocked away by Zumba. Hunt got his paws on it. It's rebound by Northeast now, knocked out of bounds. Last touch by Zumba, they say. It'll stay Northeast basketball. Anamosa's 11-point lead again, 26-15. Substitutions coming back in, Ryan Trappel and Cole Jamison. The Anamosa student section closest to their bench in the neon orange colors here tonight. Some blue mixed in there as well. A blackout for Northeast faithful to the other end on the in bleachers here at this beautiful gymnasium in Maquoketa. And there is going to be a foul on top of Cole Jamison. Was Catzali Don Diego, the 6-foot senior. He picks up his first foul, and that is team number 6 as Anamosa has the ball up by 11, 26-15.
Anamosa did a really good job in the first quarter, keeping Northeast off the offensive glass. They're getting a little more chances here in the second quarter, so they're going to have to work on that.
As right side, now back up top, it's Schulte, Krappel, Zumba, Shapansky, and Jamison, the 5 out there for Coach Kevin Barnes. Carl Ackerbach, Dennis Aithner, Wayne Lasik and company. Wayne Lasik was on that 1992 team. That last time that the Blue Raiders went to the sub-state game, lost to Regis at the Five Seasons Center. Talk more about that one as the night moves along. Here's Schulte up top. Anamosa's just playing keep away here and taking care of the ball, see what they can get. A look here. Here's a deep one. Schulte rims around, pops out. Krappel hits the deck. He tipped it away. Northeast player all the way in, off the window, and good by Will Haskins. He gets his first field goal of the night, the leading scorer, his first bucket. Krappel drives in on the transition pass. Zumba wide open three. Spins around. It was all but in, popped out. Now Jamison's going to get a little reach in there as the foul coming. Luke Impton will shoot the one and the bonus as Jamison tried to go for the swipe away. He'll get his second foul instead. It's 26-17, 4:47 to go here in quarter number 2.
Last two possessions defensively, Northeast has gone to a 1-2-2 zone, disrupted Anamosa's flow a little bit. For Anamosa, you really need to be careful now. You have 3 guys with 2 fouls, Sayers, Schulte, and Jamison. But like I said earlier, Coach Barnes has that luxury where he can bring 4 to 5 guys off the bench.
As the free throw up and good by Luke Impton. He'll have one more. 5 points on the night for Impton, the fourth leading scorer, 7.9. He's a 75% free throw shooter, second best on the team. No good on the second one, but Don Diego gets in there. The rebound now, it's poked away as he passed it to Impton, and Zumba comes away with it on the baseline. 8-point lead, 26-18. Anamosa with the basketball, going right to left here, and an 8-point advantage with 4.5 to go in this first half of play.
Northeast stays in the 1-2-2 zone. It's going to create an opening in the middle if Anamosa can find it.
Up top is Schulte. Inside to Hunt. He gets out of the lane. Hunt gets it back. Free throw line, right side. Krappel. Krappel up top to Schulte now. Anamosa. Playing keep away here and trying to take care of the ball again. Krappel drives, kicks it left side. Jamison thought about a 3. He'll kick it back out. Now Hunt, seeing what he can get. Baseline pass to Zumba. Underneath, trying to work some double team. Wide open for Schulte for a 3. No good. Off the mark right side. Rebounded by Northeast. And the Rebels push it ahead. Right side. Driving in. Now Schulte right on the guard. Lang, he thought better of it. Inside the Impton off the window and good. And Northeast taking advantage of that size advantage that they have here, trying to go inside a little more than they did early in this ball game.
Yeah, and Anamosa did a good job offensively the last 2 possessions, trying to be patient. Big 3 there by Zumba.
Zumba for a 3 from the right side from the Baldwin area. Tyler Zumba, his second 3 of the game, and the Blue Raiders lead by 9, 29-20, 3:10 and counting. Here in quarter number 2, right wing. 4-3, that's no good. Off the back of the rim, rebounded by Krappel. And Krappel brings it up. The hip-high dribble over the timeline, left side. Back up to Zumba. 3 minutes to play here in quarter number 2. Zumba, now left side to Krappel. Back up to Zumba. It's those two. Hunt Schulte, and Jamison the 5 for Anamosa with 2:50 and counting here in the second quarter. 29-20 in favor of the Blue Raiders. Inside pass. Great job. Schulte. Backdoor look off the window and good. Northeast didn't have a clue where Schulte went. Great recognition by Hunt. And an easy basket on the other side. The main player for Northeast, Haskin, with his second field goal. 31-22 now. Those are two easy looks by two good defenses here.
Right. Well, and it was a great pass by Hunt.
Too much. Hand check out top. You betcha. Zumbaugh was driving in as the contact created by Ben Lang. Him in the Northeast sideline didn't know what he did. He went right into Zumbaugh, and the same thing they've been calling.
That's actually on Haskin. That's his third foul for Northeast.
Haskin, that's a big one. Number 14, not number 4. Good call. It's 31-22. Zumbaugh will be on the line. Did they get it wrong? I think they got it wrong. The Northeast bench was beside themselves. Coach was saying, no, that was on 4, not 14. Coach Barnes is talking to Coach Evans-Meyer and said, I believe you, I know.
Yep, they did get it wrong.
Yep, it was number 5. I thought it looked like Lang, and he will get his second, as that is exactly what Northeast did not want was 14, and the officials got it right as Zumbaugh with his first free throw of the night. Up and good as Tyler coming in 69% from the free throw line, third best on the team, 11.8, third best averager on the squad. As Zumbaugh for the second one, nothing but nylon that time. And a substitution, Cole Sander will come in. Had a lane violation, the second one's no good. Lane violation called on Anamosa, so the second one is no good. So it's 32-22, a 10-point lead. So wipe off the free throw there by Zumbaugh, unfortunately, on a lane violation on one of the Blue Raiders. Now some pressure here by Anamosa, throwing ahead, picked off by Zumbaugh. Zumbaugh over the timeline, passes head right side. Shapansky thought about one, now Zumbaugh deep one, no good. Off the mark, left side, Northeast with the rebound. Right side, here driving in is Parson. Kicks it left side for a left-handed three, that's good. As it rolls right in by Kyle Dell, his first three of the game, and that's the first three for Northeast of the night. As Zumbaugh taking the tape off of one of his arms there, as it was bothering him as he gets ready to go back to the offensive side. 32-25, 7-point lead, 1:40 to go here in the second. Hunt inside to Zumbaugh. Passes left side. Sanders for a wide open three. That's no good. Left short, but Zumbaugh tips it out. Ooh, they call a foul on Tyler Zumbaugh. It looked like he was straight up going for the ball. Didn't look like he had any contact. He's asking the official. The official says body contact underneath as you knock that ball away. That's a tough one.
Yeah, I'm not sure about that. It looked like Tyler had good position, made a great play to knock it back out. Anamosa got possession, but they called him for the push from behind. So that brings 4 guys now for the Blue Raiders with 2 fouls.
An update from Dubuque-Wahlert tonight. Cascade leading Monticello 32-21. Number 8 Cascade over number 6 Monticello 32-21. Another key matchup of Class 2A teams around the area tonight. And District number 8 final. As on the free throw line here after Zumbaugh's second foul. No good on the free throw. Tyler gets the rebound off the miss by Ryan Murphy. As the Blue Raiders have it. Schulte will slow the pace down with a yo-yo dribble over the timeline. Right side to Shapansky. 1:20 to go here in the second quarter. 32-25.
Anamosa is going to be patient on this possession. Don't be surprised if they hold to the last shot.
Left side, Zumbaugh. Up top is Hunt. Now Shapansky. Largest lead of the night, 11 points. Northeast has cut it to 7 here near the end of the first half. 32-25, 50 seconds to go here in the second quarter. Shapansky up top. Now, playing keep away still. Milk the clock down for one last shot.
Yeah, and good job by Northeast, at least coming out and pressuring Anamosa, not allowing them just to sit on the ball and hold for the last shot. They're going to make them work for it.
Shapansky has it inside the timeline. Still 30 seconds to play. Little pitch shovel to Hunt. Right side is Zumbaugh in front of the Northeast bench. Zumbaugh dribbles up top. Now right side, hands off to Schulte. 15 seconds to counting. That's Barnes giving his direction. Keep moving the ball here. Shapansky, 10 seconds inside the timeline. Just off the Cardinal logo at half court, and now we go. Schulte, 5 seconds, drives all the way in, puts it up. Got it to go! Colin Schulte, his third field goal of the night, and the Raiders in the first half with good momentum. They take a 9-point lead into the halftime break. Anamosa, 34, Northeast, 25. Halftime from Maquoketa. We'll come back with stats, talk about what we saw in this first half, go over some other score updates around the area as well. This is Anamosa Boys Basketball from KMCH Sports. 2 points, 5 players in the scoring column for Northeast. Anamosa leads by 9. Want to get off to a good start here. Anamosa has the ball offensively to start going left to right. Some score updates. It is 55-36. Start of the second half. Beckman over MFL Marmac back at Seedorf Gymnasium in Manchester tonight in that District 7 2A final. In the 2A District 8 final, Cascade leads Monticello 32-31. As here at Anamosa, 34-25. Late in the ball game, it was 43-39. Albernet over Northland. Here's a turnover. Ball goes out of bounds. Northeast basketball.
Yeah, just the communication there. Tyler thought Colin was going to go backdoor, so he hit him with the pass and just threw it out of bounds. Simple mistake.
As now, Northeast going right to left. The basketball early on in this third quarter. As there's a steal, Schulte going right side all the way in, off the window, no good. Foul coming. Schulte will go to the line to shoot 2. As Colin Schulte will go back to the line. To the first time tonight to the line, I should say, as Schulte has 7 points coming in as they call the foul on Will Haskin. Now that's his third. Thought he got it earlier for the first half ended, but now he gets it, and Schulte misses the first free throw. Colin, 70% free throw shooter, second on the team. The leading scorer, number 6 scorer in Class 2A with 22 points a game, and Schulte misses the second free throw there. 0 for 2 on that trip, 34-25, 7.5 to go, third quarter.
And Mosa comes out in that strong, in-your-face man defense.
There is a shot left side, got it to go, a three-pointer by Will Haskin. 9 points on the night for Haskin as he gets warmed up, leading the way with 13.9 a game coming in. 34-28, 6-point lead. Hunt for a wide open three. No good, off the mark left side. As Northeast comes up with it. A shallow pass, but coming up with that one is the guard, Dell. Takes it away from Anamosa as Northeast goes right to left. 6:15 counting in the third. Pass across the lane, off the window. And good. Luke Impin with a field goal. And it's a 4-point lead, 34-30. Out of the gates, Northeast. Now Anamosa having trouble getting the basket to go. Shapansky misses it too hard out the backside. Rebounded by Northeast all the way in. It's lost out of bounds, but they say deflected by Schulte. It'll stay Northeast basketball.
Well, the Anamosa players were lobbying for it, trying to get it to say it went off the Northeast guy's leg, but yeah, stays here with them.
Yes, indeed. As what a swing here by Northeast as they're on a 5-0 run to start this third quarter. There's a right wing three, no good. Rebounds out left side to Austin Hunt. Schulte sees Zumbaugh deep. The quarterback to the receiver, just like in football. Zumbaugh got it off the window and good. His first field goal of the second half. He's got 15 points.
That was a great look by Colin up ahead to Tyler for the layup. Much needed bucket by Anamosa.
36-30 now. Blue Raiders with the lead. Northeast all the way in. Backdoor. They left Impin, but he sends it too hard off the left side of the rim. Anamosa comes away with Sayer all the way in. Kyle Sayer off the window and good. 4 points for him. Anamosa just when it looked like Northeast getting that momentum. The Raiders have struck back.
Boy, and if you're the people here in the gymnasium, you came to a basketball game and a track meet broke out.
My goodness, exciting action here tonight. As here, Anamosa coming up with that one. Northeast loses the ball. Shapansky, a little runner in the lane to the left side. A pushing foul called. It'll be on Northeast. Anamosa ball after the made shot by Kyle Shapansky. Shapansky, his third field goal of the night, and they call the pushing foul on number 10, Ryan Murphy, his second. Blue Raider basketball, baseline inbounds underneath, 10-point lead again, 40-30, 5:24 to go. Sayer, right side, fades away, gets it short off the right side, rebounded by Northeast.
Good strong move by Kyle Sayer. He's just unable to finish.
Up top. Right side. All the way in. Looked like an uneven jump stop. A travel was not called. Now here's a foul called on the rebound on Northeast as they go Anamosa way.
They got Luke Empen for over the back.
As Empen will pick up his first. Team foul number 3. Student sections here very boisterous for both sides. As about the same. Can't really tell who's favoring each other here. But, boy, have student sections changed since our day. Coming with another change of clothes here as a blackout to start, now a white out for Northeast. Anamosa started with a neon out. Now they're in all black.
Yeah.
We just didn't think about those days, did we?
Credit to them.
Oh, times have changed.
Well constructed. With social media, it's easier to do that, though, these days.
The 99 graduates didn't think of it when they played back in the day. 40-30. Anamosa, 10-point lead. 4.5 to go here in the third quarter. Schulte all the way in amongst traffic. Can't get it to go, but he's fouled to go to the line to shoot 2.
Great dribble drive to Collins left, went up for the layup and got fouled on his way up. He's frustrated himself that he didn't finish, but he's going to go to the line to shoot 2.
Surprising final here tonight. Albernet upsets Northland 56-42. The final here tonight, 56-42, I should say. Albernet in Class 1A over Northland as the shot up and good for Schulte. Makes good on the free throw there as he'll have one more. 8 points on the night for Colin Schulte, coming in leading the way with 22 points. Zumba, the leading scorer here tonight with 15 points. This one rattles around and pops out the left side, rebounded by Northeast. 11-point lead once again. Largest lead of the game for the Blue Raiders. They have it now with 4.5 to go. Here's picked off. Baseline underneath Schulte. They're trying to get it to Don Diego underneath. And now a foul coming as Schulte drives. And he's trying to take over this game just like we saw a lot of penetration drives the other night against Comanche. And they just didn't have an answer for him. Anamosa was able to wear him down. That's what they're trying to start to do here early in this second half against Northeast now.
Yeah, and he's just so hard to stop. He can dribble both ways, left, right. That time he took a great drive all the way from about three-quarters court all the way up the court with his left hand. Made the bucket.
As now, ball goes out of bounds, and errant pass turnover there, Northeast basketball.
Yeah, Colin tried finding Tyler Zumba on the wraparound inbound pass and just threw it wide out of bounds.
Now, Anamosa on defense here. Dave Finn back in, trying to get a steal. Ryan Krappel's in there, along with Schulte, Zumba, and Cole Jameson's back in as well. As up top, Don Diego, inside the timeline. Driving in, Zumba straight up and down, no good. Great defense by Tyler. Off the front of the rim, rebounded by Anamosa. Schulte all the way in. Plays amongst the contact, off the window again. And Coach Eversmeyer wants to slow the momentum down. He couldn't get the timeout. And now all the way in, no good. The foul is good, and a foul comes. The foul through by Don Diego, and the foul comes on Ryan Krappel, thank you. So, what a spurt there. A timeout coming for Northeast, and a full timeout, the first one for Northeast here. Foul came on Krappel, and to the line will be Axel Don Diego. His first free throws tonight, 43-32, 3:44 to go in the third. Back after this from KMCH Sports. Free throw is good, 3-point play. Therefore, good by Axel Don Diego. 10-point lead for the Blue Raiders now, 43-33. As there's Gabe Finn. He sends it back to 13 points. He got to the 13 a minute ago. And Gabe Finn, the 5'11 senior known for his defense, comes in and buries a three there. As Northeast has it batted away, Finn going to get called for a foul there on the baseline. It's Don Diego. Was contacted by Finn, the near side official says. Gabe Finn picks up his first after a big three-pointer. 46-33, 3:19 to go here in the third. An update from Wahlert High School in Dubuque. It's Cascade, surprising 11-point lead after 3 quarters, 43-32 over Monticello tonight in that Class 2A District 8 final. There's a good move inside. Schulte was on the wrong side of Don Diego. A basket there is 5 points for Axel Don Diego, 4.9 averager, as 46-35, still the 11-point lead. Jamison gets it into Schulte. He brings it up the floor, guarded by Haskins. Over the timeline, they spin around. Now a crossover dribble all the way in, puts it up. That's going to be the officials looking, a blocking foul called. The officials were waiting, and a blocking foul called. Now the officials are conferring. I think they all called a foul. It was a matter of what they were calling. And now each of the officials are going to have a word with themselves.
I'm not sure what they're doing here. He called the foul.
And now Schulte should be at the line. They're checking something at the bench.
That's called block.
Blocking foul called on Axel Don Diego, his first. Team number 6. Not sure what the conversation about there, but Schulte on the line. The first one up, no good off the front of the rim. He'll have one more.
Well, and I don't think he was asking the side official who's on the floor. Collin was clearly in the air, so it's either a blocking foul or a charge, either way.
But I don't know what else they'd be talking about. I mean, you're not talking about dinner plans with 3 to go in the third quarter here, so it's just confusing. And then they had a word with the official score and the clock operator over there as well. This one bangs around up against the board and in for Schulte. As Schulte struggling for the free throw line tonight. 2 of 6 in this ball game. He does have 11 points on the night.
And the most of the student section blowing in the ear of the Northeast inbounder.
That's not easy to contend with. Here now, all the way in off the window, and a foul coming on Schulte. Give it to Schulte or Hunt. I think it's going to be on, Austin Hunt got it, a blocking foul underneath. As Schulte went for the block up top, but Hunt gets the foul called, his first. As for Schulte, that would have been his third, but for Hunt, it's the second. Check that. And now on the line for the three-point play, Murphy after his first field goal of the night. Ryan Murphy, 5th leading scorer, 6.5 a game. He's a 50% free throw shooter. His second free throw of the night, he missed his first one. 47-37, 2:58 to go in the third. Left-hander got it to go. Nothing but net there, and it's 47-38 now.
Great pace of the second half. Anamosa outscoring Northeast 13-12 so far this half.
Sander to Hunt. Now to Schulte. Those 3. Sayer and Shapansky also on the floor. And Sander not ready for the pass from Schulte, and it's lost out of bounds. It'll be Northeast basketball. Update from Muscatine now. Regina has taken the lead, 36-29 with 2:23 to go in the third quarter. Winner of that one takes on the winner of that one. That's district. This one here tonight, district number 10 against district number 9 winner here tonight. And Anamosa going for their first district championship since 1992 and sub-state appearance since that same year. This one, no good. A little runner in the lane by Northeast. Schulte up ahead. Full Sander now controlled on the baseline. Gets it out to Sayer. Sayer, baseline drive. Double team comes, kicks it out to Hunt. Almost loses it, but has it in the corner. And Schulte inside, lost control of it. Gets on the right side off the window and good. Just a little pass to himself. The legal variety. And Schulte with his 5th field goal of the night. He's starting to warm up. And it's back to 11-point lead. 49-38. $1:55 to go third quarter.
Good job by Collins sticking with that ball.
Yes, indeed. Here's Impen, can't get to go. Another one. Shoot the Sayer. The matchup, 6-foot senior against the 6'6" sophomore. The smaller variety, the senior, won at that time.
Yeah, and I think the Northeast fans might have wanted a foul there.
Didn't look like much contact for our angle.
No,
of course, we're a little biased.
Right, just a little.
49-38, Schulte drives, kicks out to Hunt. Drive in, now a pitch out to Schulte, right side, baseline, that's got to be something. Oh, my. The contact came first, and then the forearm came, but obviously there was contact there first, the reason why Collin created the forearm shiver.
No,
it'll be the third on Schulte, the offensive foul.
Collin would have got away with that if he wouldn't have raised his arm and extended it. Yep. Tough call.
49-38, 1:27 to go here in the third. As here is Dell passing it ahead to Parson. Right side, right corner. Inside, turnaround jumper. No good off the right side. Impin, who was so good in that first half at times, only has 4 field goals now, 1 in the second half. Missed another shot there from 6 feet out. 49-38. Hunt's just going to hold it right side, making Impin come get him, and Impin will oblige. Hunt now getting rid of it to Zumbaugh, who's back in. It's Zumbaugh, Hunt, Schulte staying in with 3 fouls, Sayer and Shapansky. 45 seconds and counting, third frame. Raiders still the stranglehold of a lead on this game with 11-point advantage, 49-38. As Shapansky almost had a steal there up top with Parsons. Anamosa keeps it. With 25 seconds to go here in the third. 49-38. It's 38-31 Regina at the end of 3 quarters tonight in Muscatine. And there is a reach-in foul called on Impin out top, as almost near the timeline was Hunt. And that'll be the 17th foul. That's not what Northeast wanted to do, I don't think.
Well, I'm not sure. It looks like the Coach Eversmeyer was calling for the foul. Wow. I'm not sure why you would with almost 15 seconds left to go in the quarter.
We're in the third quarter.
So now you got the whole fourth quarter. Anamosa is going to shoot.
As they're putting Hunt on the line, a 58% free throw shooter. Steps up and not gives to go. Well, the philosophy worked out there. That's what they're hoping for, and they got their wish. Northeast now with a chance for the last second shot here in the third. 49-38. Driving in, kicking out for a 3. Left side. No good. Air ball. Sayer with the rebound. A second to go. Schulte throws it ahead. That's the end of the third quarter. Anamosa with the 11-point lead for the second time in this game at the end of a quarter. 49-38. This time, as we go to the fourth, back after this from KMCH Sports. And welcome back in to Maquoketa High School Gymnasium. Northeast has it in the fourth quarter to start, and a block. Hellacious block there by Tyler Zumbaugh in the student section. To our right, loves it here, the Anamosa flavor, and all blackout now after the change of clothes at halftime. Here is Northeast inbounding it, going right to left. 49-38, Anamosa, 11-point lead. 7.5 minutes away from history. Zumbaugh over the timeline. As Zumbaugh had it and then deflected out of bounds, I should say a tie of history. The history part would be the first state appearance ever in Blue Raider boys history. It'd be the 6th sub-state appearance, but still work to do here. 49-38, 7.5 to go in this game. Zumbaugh has it up top. The starters are in for both teams. Zumbaugh drives in, finger roll, got it to go. Tyler Zumbaugh, his first bucket since early on in the third quarter. He's got 17 points.
That was a great move by Tyler. Around the back dribble up for the layup.
All the way in, contact from behind, body contact underneath. Zumbaugh fouls the lefty Ryan Murphy, and the third on Tyler Zumbaugh, as Ryan Murphy will go the line to shoot 2. Murphy, a 50% free throw shooter. He's 1 of 2 for that 50% so far in this game. 7:20 to go in the ball game. 51-38, make it 51-39. First free throw good. One more coming with a 6'3 senior starter for Northeast.
Great third quarter for both teams. Northeast came out of the half on a little run. Anamosa countered it. Anamosa outscored Northeast 15-13 in that third quarter.
And the second one is up and no good for Murphy. Anamosa has it, 51-39. Schulte left side. Zumbaugh now. Gets it back up to Shapansky. 7:05 and counting here in the fourth. Pass trying to save it out of bounds right in front of Coach Barnes to Zumbaugh. And Coach Barnes telling Kyle Shapansky to relax here. Don't get in a hurry to pass that ball away up top.
And Northeast went with a little top trap up on the top of the arc, creating the turnover.
51-39. 12-point lead. This one's going to be off. Ooh, that looked like it went off the leg of Northeast. It went right off his chin or a knee, maybe. None of the officials saying they agree with our angle. Coach Barnes, the coaches, of course, the Anamosa side saw it the way we did. This one's picked off. Doesn't matter. Schulte up ahead to Sayer. Sayer, right side. Now kick it out. Hunt to Zumbaugh. Left side. Shapansky wide open. 3. No good. Off the right side. Coming in for the rebound there is Haskins. Still a 12-point advantage. Largest of the game for Anamosa's 13. Little jumper left side. Got it to go from 5 feet out the left block. Ryan Murphy gets his second field goal tonight. It's back to 10, 51-41 Blue Raiders. 6.5 to go in the fourth quarter. Shapansky.
If you're Anamosa, you want to keep playing your normal game to get a good shot. You're up 10 with 6.5 to go.
And up top, Shapansky driving in. Zumba. Now out and deflected away by Haskin. All the way in, off the window, and good. Will Haskin.
Two early turnovers on Shapansky. I think Coach Barnes might want a timeout here soon.
Coach Barnes calling a play here from the sideline, tugging on his shirt. 51-43, 5:50 to go here in the fourth. This used to be the lob play.
White.
As there it is. There it is. Zumba.
Got it.
Get home. Tyler Zumba with the slam home on the lob play. There it was. Oh, my goodness. And the Blue Raiders faithful beside themselves. Anamosa with a 53-43 lead here. 5:29 to go. But that's exactly what the doctor ordered. Northeast making a little momentum. Boy, was that a big play. As Zumba picks up his fourth foul there. Wow. My goodness. Woo. As okay, so he'll be on the floor. I think I'm all right. Didn't lose my voice totally yet. 53-43. Little jumper in the lane, out the back of the window, off the right side. Rebounded by Zumba. Perfectly executed. We knew it was coming. Now a foul called as wanting to jump ball was Murphy. No can do. And these guys are not one to call jump balls. We saw it Monday night, and we see it here tonight. You're not going to get a jump ball. They're going to look for any type of foul they can, and it's by the book. And they made the call.
Well, and you can't go through the person possessing the ball to get the jump ball, which is what he did.
Yes, indeed. As Zumba, no good on the free throw. He's 1 of 2 tonight from the line. 53-43, 10-point lead, 5-10 and counting. Up top, driving in, all the way in, avoiding contact with Thayer, but a foul coming. Schulte going for a block, knocking down Parson. Parson gets the basket, goes to the line for 1. Colin Schulte will pick up his 4th for both. Zumba and Schulte have 4 fouls here with 5:08 to go and an 8-point Anamosa lead, 53-45. As there is the first free throw up and good.
And Coach Barnes just looked at both Tyler and Colin and told them to be smart. You got 5 minutes to go. You're up 7. You need to stay in this game.
3-point play there by Impin. Larson check that, 53-46. 4:55 and counting in the fourth. And right side, Shapansky. Blue Raiders going to try to take some air out of it if they can. Northeast going from some steals here. We talked about them coming in, leading 190 steals. They have 190. Check that, Anamosa 202 in the steal department, as there is going to be a foul called, as coming up with the ball was Zach Parson.
That's 5 on Murphy.
Oh, it was called on Murphy, his 5th foul. So the first one to foul out is Ryan Murphy. Had himself 6 points on the night. He's done with 5 fouls. The 6'3" junior maybe has played his final minutes with the Northeast Rebel. Quality player. He came alive in the second half and helped out the cause for Northeast. There's no points in that first half. Murphy coming in the 5th leading score, 6.5. Jump on the line for 1 and 1. Got the first one to go. He'll have one more.
You can see Anamosa move down to this end of the floor with their student section behind the hoop. They're not shooting too well from the line. Good gesture there by Tyler when Murphy went out of the game. Gave him a little pat on the back and told him good game.
Classy. Indeed. And the senior Zumba hoping his career continues tonight. And he'll take a breather. Coach Barnes will get him out. Back to a 9-point lead. 55-46, 4:34 to go.
That's a good move by Coach Barnes. Getting Tyler out to the stretch run. You're going to need him.
Beckman with the victory tonight in District 7. 85-54 over MFL Marmac. They'll meet the winner of that Cascade-Monticello matchup. Last check, it was Cascade by 7 late in the game. Anamosa with the block away shot there. Coach Barnes will take his first timeout of the night. We'll take it with him. We're back after this from KMCH Sports. Back in, Jim McCoker, a foul coming as Northeast starting to be in foul mode here. Be the 10th foul called on Zach Parson, his first. 2 shots coming here for Austin Hunt. Second for Parson.
Thank you. Parson.
A little early. Under 4 minutes to go. They're going to make the Raiders lose it or win it from the foul line, apparently.
Well, and the strategy isn't that far off. I mean, Anamosa, I don't have the numbers, but they're not shooting too well in the second half from the free throw line.
Fine statistician Scott Nimmers has those numbers, I'm sure, as we will take a full look at those here coming up. As Hunt makes the second free throw, he's now 2 of 3. Make that 2 of 2 from the line. As 57-46, back to 11 points. 3:50 and counting here in the fourth. Anamosa, minutes away here if they can close this one out. Getting back to a sub-state game for the first time since 1992. And here's a jump ball. Hey, a jump ball called. Hunt and Luke Impton, the big boys battling down low. Jump ball goes to Anamosa. Schulte and Zumba come back in. Kraffel and Jamison will have a seat. Thayer, Shapansky, and Hunt also in there. The original starting 5. 57-46, 3:40 to go in the fourth. Right side. Up top. There is a jumper right side. Kyle Shapansky, his 12th point of the night. His second field goal of the second half, and a block there. Was that Schulte blocking it out of bounds?
Yeah, Schulte from behind. Great job there by Anamosa. They had a couple of looks at the layup. They were able to work a little clock and get a good look for Shapansky on the jumper in the lane.
And here is the pass in right to Schulte. He picks it off. Anamosa looking pretty right now. Up 13, matches their largest through the game, and a foul called there. 59-46, 3:16 to go in the game.
It's 4 on Will Haskin now, so you got Murphy fouled out. Haskin was 4.
As there is the first free throw up and good for Colin Schulte. He will have one more.
Free throws are going to be big down the stretch here. 14-point lead with 3 minutes and 16 seconds to go.
Up and good on the second one for Colin Schulte. 61-46. 3:16 to go in the fourth.
Anamosa goes a little full court man just to slow Northeast down a little bit and don't let them get set too early.
Now the largest lead of the game is 15. Anamosa controlling this one. Jamison had the rebound. It's knocked away. Impton gets it back off the window. And good. Luke Impton and Coach Eversmeyer will take a timeout.
Good move by Impton. He just took the ball away from the Raider defender and went up for 2.
A full timeout for Northeast. One more remaining. We'll take it. We're back after this from KMCH Sports. And back into Macokota. Zumba gets fouled by Axel Don Diego. His second foul, 61-48. Back to 13. Largest lead, 15. Anamosa cruising now. 2:37 to go. Should be able to milk this one out with free throws, barring a miracle by the Rebels. As a minor upset here tonight, based on the rankings, if you want to look at those. Anamosa, number 5. Northeast, number 3. Another upset brewing tonight. Cascade was ahead, number 8. Cascade over Monticello, number 6 late. First one no good. Second one good for Zumba. 62-48 now. Cole Jamison comes back in. Zumba will have a seat.
And most with 4 timeouts left here. 2.5 to go. Coach Barnes got both Schulte and Zumba out of the game just to make sure they don't foul out.
As there's a foul on the other end. Fouling call, the left block on Anamosa.
So they're going to get Jamison with the push from the side on the floor, though. It's going to be 1-on-1 for Northeast.
Jamison with the third. Zumba, Schulte. Back in. Shapansky, Sayer, and Hunt. Original starting 5 once again. There, free throw up and good. By number 14, Will Haskin. Haskin, 12 points on the night, one more coming. Second one up and good.
And Anamosa going to anticipate full court pressure here by Northeast, and they are.
Back to 12, 62-50. 2:30 exactly to go in the fourth. Need some help. Austin Hunt's just going to call timeout. Northeast final tonight from Manchester, Cedar Gymnasium, 85-54. Beckman advances on to the sub-state game against either Cascade or Monticello. So they're waiting for a final on that one. As there's a foul called, reach-in foul. The ball pops out. And Parson thought he got away with it, but contact there. Shapansky on the line to shoot two.
Well, if you're Northeast, you really can't be picky and choosy who you foul. So you foul Anamosa's best free throw shooter, put him in the line.
Kyle, 4 for 4. Gets that one to rim around and float on in. 5 for 5 on the night for Shapansky. He's got 13 points. Kyle comes in right at 13, so his average, and now one more.
Pretty smooth from the line there.
Yes, indeed.
Shapansky's going to come up and do a little full court man here again, just to slow down Northeast.
Back to 14. Here's a three, right side, no good off the back of the rim. Rebounded by Shapansky. Shapansky has it. Back to Hunt. Hunt now will get it to Shapansky over the timeline. 64-50. 2 minutes to play in this ball game. And now Shapansky on the line to shoot two as they call the foul on. Number 22.
Don Diego, that's his fourth.
Exo, Don Diego. Shapansky. Oh, missed it. Off the right side, Shapansky.
What about Kyle on the defensive end, getting up high, getting that rebound? Impressive.
He do some things.
Sure.
Just not shooting, and he knocks down the second one. Back to 15, largest lead of the game, 65-50.
Active hands by Anamosa.
Left side, left corner for a three, no good. Rebounded by Jamison. There's going to be a foul by Impin. Third foul on Impin. Jamison will go to the line as free throw parade continues here. 1:51 to go in this fourth quarter. Coach Barnes brings all four of the other players besides Jamison, who's shooting over in front of the sideline. A tough strategy here. The lefty Jamison knocks it down. He'll have one more.
And just a good job in the last 2-3 minutes. Anamosa taking care of the ball, knowing the pressure is going to be coming from Northeast.
And knocking it down again, Jamison there. Shot by Northeast, rebound by Sayre, and back to the line, Kyle Sayre. 1:42 to go. It's a 17-point lead now, the largest of the ball game. And a final from Dubuque Wahlert. Cascade gets their revenge in a rematch. Cougars won the first one by 5 in overtime. Monticello won the second game a couple weeks ago in Monticello by 14. And now Cascade wins the district final to move on to sub-state, ending the fine careers of that outstanding senior class for Monticello. Cascade 62, Monticello 57 tonight at Dubuque Wahlert High School. Sayre for the free throw, no good. One more coming.
Nice move by Coach Barnes, getting his two seniors, Schulte and Zumball, back in the game for the final minute and a half.
Second one good for Sayre. Got 5 points on the night. The 6-foot senior starter. Minute and a half to go. 68-50. Now the largest lead of 18. This shot again. Rebounded out. Shapansky going to save it out top. No fouls here, hopefully, for Northeast. They sent a sub to the table, though.
Yeah, good move by Coach Eversmeyer, understanding that conceding defeat and understanding that the game's out of hand now. Great win for the Anamosa program to get back to the sub-state. And the fans love it.
Absolutely, a history-tying win here tonight. It gives shivers and chills to all the former players, alumni, people associated with the program, and Coach Barnes. To reach the unreachable at times, the sub-state game Saturday night. For the first time since 1992, sixth time in program history, a foul out top, Shapansky. will get 2 free throws coming here.
Well, and you referenced chills down the spine of former Raider players. Scotty and I up on that 97-98 team, along with Mike Truesdale, who I know is listening tonight. We were so close to see this team do what we couldn't. Oh, very impressive. Big night for them.
Yes, indeed. Cedar Rapids Charity Gymnasium. Cedar Rapids Prairie going on to win a 3 title that year. That was a district final that year. 97-98. Shapansky puts another one in. There's a standing ovation for the starting 5. A 20-point lead, the largest, 70-50. Anamosa going to move on to the sub-state final game Saturday night. A site to be determined on Saturday night at 7 o'clock maybe, unless a doubleheader will prevail. There are some rumors maybe a doubleheader at the McLeod Center. We'll wait and see for sure later on tonight. 40 seconds to go in the fourth quarter. A 3 up top by Northeast, no good. That was attempted by Jaden Butler, rebounded by Kobe Brown underneath. And a foul called. Brown will go to the line to shoot. As the substitutions coming in here for Anamosa.
Well, and that's got to be pretty gratifying for Coach Barnes to be able to take his seniors, the starters out, let the crowd give them a round of applause, and get some minutes to some guys that don't normally play.
Yes, indeed. Some more of the seniors getting a round of applause here. Gabe Finn, Dylan Jones is in there. He comes out. Some more of the substitution for Anamosa. Wyatt Himes is in there. Zach Seahusen, the missed shot by Brown. Also, who else is in there? Cole Sanders back in.
That's playing point.
There is also number 32, Elijah Pavin's in there. Rebound on the backside. Now Himes has it. 15 seconds. A 3 by Himes. So good off the mark left side. 70-50. 10 seconds to go. Over the timeline. Northeast, right side. 4 seconds. Missed shot at the buzzer, and there it is. The Anamosa Blue Raiders are going to the sub-state final in Class 2A on Saturday night. Anamosa, the winners, 70-50.
Well, if you're an Anamosa fan, between district championships and football, now you're a district champion in basketball. It's been a pretty good 6 months, I'd say.
You had track as well last spring.
Yeah, correct.
For this group, the senior group, some of the underclassmen are part of this great success. And Anamosa going back to the sub-state for the 6th time in school history to join, 6th time that we know of in school history, 1954, 1967, 1974, 1976, 1992, and you can put 2016 amongst it. And this team will try to be the first ever to get to the state tournament in Anamosa boys basketball program history. The Blue Raiders get it done tonight. Sub-state, here they come. 70-50 over Northeast. Number 5 over number 3. Anamosa with victory. And we are back after this from KMCH Sports. And we're back in on a Tuesday night for district final basketball here from Maquoketa at 8:40. Glad to have you along on KMCH.com. And we are joined on the air now, Mix 94.7. Congratulations to the Western Dubuque Bobcats. The girls going back to state for the 3rd time in a row. So they get the win over Grinnell tonight in Epworth, 55-51. So we just brought you coverage of that one. Congratulations to Coach Oswinkel and company. As John Swisher back at Maquoketa as the Anamosa Blue Raiders have clinched appearance for the 7th time in school history and the 1st time since 1992. Joined by the fine head coach Kevin Barnes and 3 of the outstanding seniors here for the Blue Raiders as they get the win 70-50 here tonight. Anamosa doing what it took down the stretch, the free throws, everything taking care of things here tonight, as we'll talk to Kyle Shapansky and Colin Schulte first here, and the 2 men with the headsets on first. Tyler Zumbaugh will come in as well as the three individuals here with us here, Kyle and Colin. Boys, first off, congratulations. Tyler, I'll bring you in on a second, but you two, congratulations. part of history here for Anamosa Blue Raider boys basketball. How's it feel, Kyle?
It feels really good. Making history in football and basketball back to back, and having it coming up one win short last year in football definitely motivates us to make it to Wells Fargo this year in basketball. So it feels really good to get this win. One more to get to state.
Yes, indeed. You three have been around Anamosa all your lives. You've been around Anamosa Blue Raider basketball. You've watched the games, and how's this feel for you, Colin, being a main contributor on this team? I know it was a goal to win conference, and now a goal to get to sub-state, and the much higher goal to be the first team ever to get to this state tournament.
Yeah, it's a great feeling. We've all been playing basketball together since third grade, and we've been watching the varsity coming up through the years, and we just love basketball, and we watch the other guys, and we've built on their success, and coming up, it's a great feeling to finally get us over the top.
Yes, indeed. And Tyler Zumbaugh, the third senior here, bringing you in now, and what an outstanding effort by your team. You came out poised in this game to not have this as your final game. You were not happy with your effort the other night, even though your team won, of course, with that victory. But you knew you could do better. You talked to me about it on Saturday night. You came out with a great first half of 13 points. And what was the feeling there? You guys just seemed very determined and pretty relaxed, calm, and cool, like this group has been most of the year.
Yeah, we just knew coming into the game that we wanted to be the aggressive team, take it to them, take it to them and wear them down, because we knew with our pace that we would wear them down, and then in the second half we'd be able to break free like we did. So yeah, we just came into this game determined, and we had our mindset on getting past Goose Lake, and we did that. They're a great team. They really made us work for our shots, but we persevered and we powered through. So it was a good win.
Absolutely. 70-50, the first time back to the sub-state since 1992. 17 to get to the sub-state Anamosa boys basketball history that we know of right now. As we've been telling listeners, give me an email, sports@kmch.com. If there's more out there from Anamosa faithful listening in that they know about, as what an outstanding effort this here tonight. Talk about the closeness of this team, Kyle. How much this team gets along. That really helps off the floor and then on the floor as well, especially.
Absolutely. We've been playing basketball together since we were in third grade. So the chemistry that we have is unbreakable. When you're playing together for that long and you have that type of chemistry and you know how each and every one of you play, it's hard to stop, and that showed tonight. The way we pass the ball, the way we move the ball, the way we shoot the ball, it's hard to stop us when we get going. So it's a huge factor.
Yes, so you talk about been playing since the third grade. Colin, U3, I remember repping U3 way back, 9-10 years ago when you get, I probably fouled you out a couple times. You probably gave me a naughty look a couple times, but that's the fun of it. You guys have been together, and now the journey continues in your senior campaign to try to further history making as you're getting the first step back to the sub-state. But and you're bringing all these other kids with you, the younger kids. What experience it is for everybody on this roster, Colin.
Yeah, the younger guys coming up, they're watching us, and they stick together kind of like we do, and they're learning from us, and they're getting this experience, so they're going to be able to know what it's like and know how to win when they get to varsity.
I talked to Coach Barnes over the last couple weeks. He's heard from a lot of former players, friends of his. I'm sure you guys have heard some other former players and former teammates of the last couple of years, and that's the part of it. Everybody's rooting for you with the blue and white and the black here of lately. Anamosa faithful, and it's just a great thing for your group to make this happen. After some groups have come short, the 1992 team, sub-state so close, and then all the other teams that were so close in sub-states, and your team can be the one to get there. A lot of work to do Saturday night, though, of course, and now your opponent is going to be Iowa City Regina, as Regina got the victory tonight, 65-43 over Wilton and Muscatine. So another River Valley Conference team will be awaiting for you Saturday night, wherever they put that contest.
Yeah, they've been, we've had our share of River Valley teams, and we've been pretty successful with them. So we're excited for the challenge. I don't know a lot about Iowa City Regina. I played AAU basketball with their best player this year, so I mean we know who they go to, and we're gonna have a good scout on them, and we're gonna do whatever we can to stop them, because you find another team with 11 seniors out there and you call me, because a bunch of guys like us, we've had our mindset on this since we were little. I mean, little. And to come up, like Kyle said earlier, just short of state and football, this is big for us. We really want this, so I'm excited.
District track, district football, and now district basketball, the first district championship since 1992 in the history of the boys basketball program at Anamosa. 11 seniors, 3 juniors, 2 sophomores, and a great student section that bring a change of clothes at halftime, that cheer you on, and what a group and what a great sight it was here tonight. Congratulations and best of luck to you.
Thanks a lot. Thank you.
We'll see you Saturday night wherever you are.
Absolutely.
We'll bring the head coach of the Blue Raiders, Kevin Barnes, in. We'll come back with him timeout. Back after this from KMCH Sports.
AK Sports in Manchester offers team apparel, screen printing, hunting and fishing supplies, and more. Get your game on with AK Sports, your local sporting apparel store, and more in Manchester.
Bi-County Disposal Incorporated specializes in commercial and construction disposal needs. They have a variety of containers available from 2 to 30 cubic yards. Whatever it takes, Bi-County Disposal Incorporated in Dyersville, serving Dubuque and Delaware counties.
The Woodland Eye Clinic in Dyersville offers high-quality eye and whole-body nutritional supplements that will help maintain a lifetime of healthy vision. Visit the Woodland Eye Clinic at their website at woodlandeyeclinic.com or find them on Facebook.
When it comes to financial planning, most financial companies focus on your income. At Northwestern Mutual, we focus on your outcome. It takes the right financial partner who cares as much about your future as you do, building a financial plan to meet your life's priorities and helping you achieve the financial security you're after. Focus on your financial outcome with Northwestern Mutual. Contact me, Mitch Payton, or Matt Schulte today. You and Northwestern Mutual, stronger together.
For all of your auto, home, health, and life insurance needs, it's American Family Insurance Tad Mormon Agency on East Main in Manchester. Best of luck to all the area athletes and coaching staff from American Family Insurance Tad Mormon Agency in Manchester. Your dream is out there. Go get it. They'll protect it.
American Trust and Savings Bank wishes all area athletes and coaching staff continued success. American Trust and Savings Bank with locations in Dyersville, Farley, Dubuque, and Des Moines. Simply better banking. Check them out at americantrust.com. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Sports news, coaches' comments, and play-by-play for the Anamosa Blue Raiders on Eastern Iowa's variety station, Mix 94.7 KMCH.
And welcome back into Maquoketa High School here in Jackson County tonight. Our extended post game as Anamosa gets to the sub-state for the 7th time in school history and the first time since 1992. Other finals tonight. Cascade beats Monticello tonight, number 8 over number 6 in Dubuque-Wahlert, 62-57. It was earlier a Class 1A game. Albertette knocked off North Lynn, 56-42. Beckman all over MFL Marmac, 85-54. That sets up a sub-state game on Saturday night. Dubuque senior Beckman and Cascade, the Highway 136 rivals, will square off for a trip to the state tournament. The Anamosa Blue Raiders get it done, and we'll have a sub-state date with Iowa City Regina as the Runnin' Regals won tonight by the final score, 65-43 down in Muscatine, as they took down another River Valley Conference team in the Wilton Beavers, as Coach Kevin Barnes, his 18th season here with Anamosa, 70-50 to win here tonight. First time a district champion for Anamosa since 1992, and back to the sub-state that year, looking for the first state tournament appearance ever in the history of the boys program. As Coach Kevin Barnes joins me now. Barnesy, what an electric night this is after the game, but going into the game, what an effort by your kids coming right off. Sometimes teams can get nervous when there's some pressure on them, of course, to do well. You're hearing from all the townspeople. You want to be the first to get back to a sub-state and all that noise. But they came out, they blocked it out, and got a tremendous start by your club.
Yeah, and that's what you wish for. That's what you hope for, Swish. And you worry about all those things. The only bad part about winning this sucker is I don't get more sleep for the next 4 days. But, and our kids just handled everything so well, from pregame to warm-ups to the way we played. We turned it over on our first possession, trying to run a set to Tyler, and forced a turnover on our first defensive. And I felt good right from there. And I thought that our pressure might get to them. When you don't see it, you're just not used to it. And we got the game in the pace that we wanted. And we didn't shoot it great, and we didn't rebound great. but we sure guarded great. I mean, I just don't think our kids get enough credit for the way they defend, and we had to battle through foul trouble again, but that's partly the way we play, and you know, I couldn't be more happy, obviously, Swish.
Absolutely, and a poised senior performance coming out of the gates. Tyler Zumba ending the night with 19 points. He had 13 in the first half. He had 9 of those in that first quarter. He was determined right off the get.
Yeah, and you know, it's him or Colin usually to start us out, and it's just been Colin. I mean, just consistently they can't guard Colin. Well, they had a great game plan, and they've got a great defender, and so Colin found himself stuck in the middle a couple times, and it took about, you know, a tenth of a second for Tyler to realize that they couldn't guard him, and he just went, and he just did some great things, and you know, everybody's going to remember the alley-oop dunk, but it's the 17 points before that I thought were just huge.
Northeast was getting some momentum talking about that play. What was your thinking on that? I'm pretty sure I know what it was, but we all kind of looked at each other. I called it on the air. I said, here comes the lob. I saw you tugging at your shirt. Scotty heard a couple of kids yelling white, and there it was, and it sent the Anamosa faithful into a rowdy crowd here. And that point of the game, I think that really was a key point of the game because Northeast was making a comeback. The lead was still at 8, but it just gave you a lot of momentum there.
Yeah, and we had a very similar situation. And, you know, this is why you play regular season games. We had a very similar situation when we played Gladbrook Rhinebeck up at Wartburg, and they jumped to a zone and kind of caught us off guard and trapped us a little bit. And it was about a 7-8 point ball game. And we did the same thing up there. And, you know, it's high school and it's cool and the kids react. And you know, I keep reminding our kids it's only 2 points, but they were 2 loud points. And you're exactly right. I mean, you answered the question for me, Swish. We needed something. They had turned the momentum, and you get caught in that situation because we're so good at the end of a ball game taking care of it, and we're so good at the free throw line, but yet we became a little tentative through the trap. And so I just thought if we could get a bucket over the top, I mean, it didn't have to be a dunk. I'm not giving it back, but you know, it was definitely a big play at the time.
Yes, indeed. And talking about that, to your point of crafting to the younger mold here, you've done that over the years as you've grown as a coach, as you've given more to the players and put more responsibility on them, given a little more leeway than the 99 graduates, as they will remind you about the booty socks and other items here as we go along. But that's what it takes. A good coach has to adjust to his players, and especially now with technology and all this stuff that we didn't think about, and we talked about it tonight. The crowd was absolutely great, the student section. And back in our day, we would have thought something, they were all sick if they brought a change of clothes and changed at halftime. But now that's the way kids do it, huh?
Unbelievable following tonight from our students, from our community. And you know, Scotty and Brett might exaggerate a little bit of how things were back in the day. But I tell you, one of the things is off the subject a little bit. One of the things that's given me more leniency is being a dad. You know, and you see it through a kid's eyes as a parent. It's you know, there's a few things I wish I could take back with Scotty and Brett's and everybody else's group, but you do mature, and I'm not sure I'm to good coach status, but I'm working hard to try to get better every time out, just like our kids do.
Yes, indeed. You get win number 190 tonight in your career at Anamosa in your 18th season. Congratulations to you. We'll be there Saturday night, wherever it will be. As right now it's scheduled for a 7 o'clock start. Place to be determined against Iowa City, Regina. Talk to the boys another night and another River Valley Conference team. Here we come.
Yeah, and as I told the boys and telling anybody that's listening, you know, everybody said, oh, you're playing 3 and 5 or 4 and 6 or whatever we're ranked, some number attached to our name. You know, and the winner of this is going to go, well, Regina's not too bad and knows how to win. And so, you know, I don't know where it'll be. I thought it might be at West, but I hear there's a game there. It might be at Prairie. It doesn't matter. We are going to show up, and we're going to play hard. In the next 3 days, we're going to try to get better in practice.
Absolutely. A lot of hard work, dedication over the years by your staff as well, Carl Achenbach, Dennis Hafner, and the younger ones that joined you in the last few years. And this is the payoff of seeing these kids so elated of getting it, and for all the former players, all the alum that have come through here that are tuning in tonight, that showed up tonight, a lot of faces in the crowd that were there back in the day, and it just means so much more for a program who hasn't got to this time since 1992, the 24-year stretch here.
Yeah, absolutely, and I alluded to this the other night. it's just amazing for me, the people I've heard from, the ex-players I've heard from, and some parents of ex-players, and it's awesome. I mean, it's great, and the fact that they feel even a little bit part of it means we must have done something okay along the way, and that's very, very rewarding to me.
You did indeed. There's no doubt about that. All right, thank you for your time, and congrats again. We'll see you Saturday night.
Thanks, pal.
You betcha. Kevin Barnes, the fine head coach of the Anamosa Blue Raiders. I'll take one more short time out. We'll come back to wrap it up here tonight from Maquoketa. Anamosa gets a win back to Substate, 70-50. This is Blue Raider boys postseason basketball from KMCH Sports.